Suspended cymbal and crash cymbal technique. First off, a suspended cymbal roll. Have your mallets, and typically we start here around the dome or the bell. It's the same thing, two names, dome, bell. And we work our way out, typically in about 90 degrees, like so. Sometimes if you need a soft roll, you can start right near the edge. Gives that nice full kind of washy cymbal sound right away. But if we want a big crescendo, start at the middle, work your way out. Like so. You notice I can also choke it to stop the sound if needed. A suspended cymbal crash, basically you're just going to hit it like so, and you can get different sounds depending on which kind of mallet or stick you use. Here I'm using just a nice soft yarn mallet. It's a lot of the kind of a washy sound, but if I were to use a stick or a metal, it would have an entirely different sound. For example, even a triangle beater striking at different places can have different sounds. Or wood. Or even against the edge, can have different sounds. So explore with different types of mallets and different materials. They each have a different sound, which can fit your musical needs. Next up is going to be crash cymbal technique. And you've got a couple of different methods. If you have a quick crash cymbal part, you can pick up your crash cymbals like so, if you have to do a quick change. But if you've got the time to do it in your music, put your hands through and then put the leather straps around between the webbing area between your thumb and your index finger, like so. Typically with crash cymbals, we want to have them offset. I find about 1 centimeter or so works. You can see here if I put them right together, that's not going to create the best sound. It's going to create kind of a cupping sound. It's not really what we're going for. So offset them by at least about 1 centimeter. And then I like to do it at about a 45-degree angle here, like so. I feel like you can get a lot of control that way. And then crash cymbal, you want to, the way I do it is I have my left hand here, and then my right hand will come across and strike the cymbals together. I don't want to strike them exactly together, exactly evenly like this, because that's where you'll get kind of a cupping sound, like a wah. It'll sometimes even stop the cymbal. That, like that. When I put them together exactly evenly, it cups, it does a suction effect in there. I call it a cupping sound. So here we want to have them offset and then bring them into each other at a slight angle, like so. And then I stop again with my body. Same thing at piano. Right, slightly offset. Another technique is the hi-hat, and I'm going to use my body as the hinge here, and I'm going to open it up like a little clamshell. Again, if I keep it offset about 1 centimeter or so, it'll give the ideal sound. If I put them exactly together, it's kind of a, I can feel the pressure in there. There's a kind of a suction going on to pull them apart and pressure to put them together. It's a little more difficult. So keep it slightly offset. And then this is the hi-hat technique, used often in marching band drum lines and such. And then there's also scrape, and there's a few different ways to do this. The one I prefer is like so, where you put the cymbals at about a 90-degree angle, hold one still, press in, and scrape. You can silence it with your arms or your body, but that scrape sound is pretty neat. So you can do that as crash cymbals. You can also do scrape sounds on suspended cymbals, either with a stick, very soft sound, or a mallet. Most commonly used is a coin though, or I just have a washer here. Same effect. And that's all it is. You start in the middle, work your way out. There's your cymbal technique.